What's up? It's your main man, Relly Rails, and we are back again with another video. And today we are doing a modification on my Charger 392 Daytona. Now, I know it's been a couple of weeks maybe since I have done a modification to it, so I felt it was only right to get back to handling business. So this is something that I recommend for all Chargers and all Challengers, 392 RT, Hellcat, that you do when you first get your car. Well, not first get it, but as soon as you can get opportunity to, and as soon as you can, able to afford it. It's not really too expensive though. So, and that is installed an oil catch can. If you don't know, basically what an oil catch can does, it basically stops the blowback from going back into the engine, the blowback of the oil. So after about a couple 100 miles, you'll be able to start to see the catch can doing the job, and that's catching the oil inside the catch can to prevent it from going back in your engine and creating sludge and all that good stuff. So it will preserve the life of your engine. So as you can see, I got my area prepped. I got everything I need to install here. And right here is the actual oil catch can. So you're gonna get a close and up personal view of this here in a second. But this is all it is. It's sitting on the Z bracket, got two fittings, and everything I need to install is right here. So without further ado, let's get busy. All right, guys, so some of the tools that we're going to need for this job here I'm using a half-inch socket right here. These are actually hose ends that I ordered that came with the braided lines. Right here, I chose to go with the braided lines, just more durability and stuff like that. And these are actually the fittings that go inside the actual hose ends on the car, and actually slides into the hose ends here. And this is the washer that is gonna go against the actual Z bracket on the oil catch can and up against the car. So once we mount it, and I got some good heavy duty scissors because I will need to trim these braided brake lines. And guys, as you can see here, this is the oil catch can. It's gonna sit in there pretty much like this here. These ends will have the hoses running to them, and this is the actual catch can. This is the Z bracket that I was talking about. So what would happen is over time, let me show you. Oh, I think I screwed it on a little tight. All right, so over time, preferably in between oil changes, you want to check this right here. Because you will have oil sitting in there. That's what the catch can does. The blowback goes in here and the catch can catches it, so you don't have to worry about it going back into your manifold or anything like that and sludging up your engine, you dig? That's it. All right, guys, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we got the proper place to have the Z bracket mount to the engine here. So what we're gonna do right here, if you see right under the engine, make sure your engine is cool first before you do this. Mine isn't too cool, but it's too hot here for anything to cool off. So right here, you just have a set of wires that's kind of, using this spot to plug into. So we just pull it out. It's just a screw right here or whatnot, you know what I mean? That's holding it in. And so we're just gonna kind of move that out of the way because we're gonna need that space available. So what we wanna make sure we have is our washer right here, which is going to go in between the Z bracket and the area that I just pulled that plastic screw out of. And we are going to need our bolt, our bolt that actually came with the oil catch can. So what we're going to do, we know it's going to line up like this. So we're going to screw in, and we're gonna apply the washer. Now, so that's set up like that, all right? Set up just like that, okay? So I have a 1/2 inch socket on here, so I'm gonna use a 1/2 inch socket with my wrench, and hopefully I don't need any kind of extension for this right here. So let's see. What we're gonna do first is get it hand tight. And hopefully we don't, almost burnt myself, see? Make sure that everything is cooled down as much as it can, because there'll be a couple of spots in here that won't cool, or that isn't cool. Just got to get this thing started. Okay. And I think I'm gonna need an extension maybe to get in there. Yeah. All right, so let's see. Turn some more of my hand. That's all right. Okay guys, so I got my extension and we should be able to get back in here. And my extension might be too long. That's what she said. My bad. All right, so let's see what we can do. Well, you know, sometimes you gotta kind of try and modify something. Let me see if I can tighten it up a little. Oh, that hose is in the way. That's what it is. Hose is like in the way. So I have to burn yourself. Okay, so she in there. She in there like swimwear, baby. Yeah. You see them two thumbs? Yeah, she in there. All right. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull the actual factory hose off of here. Come. All right, that's that in. That's that in. Done. All right. So right here we have the actual longer hose. I'm going to give you guys a better view. Hold on one second. All right, guys. So this is where I just took. Well, actually, it was like that. That's where I just removed this hose right here from. You can probably see on the end. I'm not sure if you can see the shine a little bit. You know, oil sitting there. And that's some of the stuff that we want to prevent. So what happens is we have our longer hose right here, and this longer hose is going to go from this fitting all the way up to this one right here. So what we have to do first is we have to use these right here. So basically the adapter. So we're going to put one in this end down here, and then for the second hose, which is going to go right here, we're going to go ahead and install that one in there now. And we are going to have to turn this one. So just remember, you're going to have to turn out. So what I'm going to do is grab, these are the actual hose ends that I ordered. I ordered matte black. I'm going to put that on the end there and push on this end here. Right? Then we're going to take another hose end and put on this end here. And go on this end. Now, so me looking at it, I see that it's creating the elbow up there. It's creating the elbow up here. And an elbow is not what I want. So I'm gonna actually have to cut it, so. Let me get this in now. Let's see if I cut about, that much off. So let's remove this, put the cap there, and got my trusty heavy duty scissors, and I'm gonna cut this real quick. All right, make sure you guys have some real heavy duty. These ain't heavy duty, these are heavy duty, I guess if you're in a house. They're not heavy duty outside, so make sure you either get some hose, cutters, or something that's a little bit heavy duty. So okay, I made the adjustment, so now it's smaller. We're gonna drop it back on there. And right here. And that is the perfect fit right there. Perfect fit. I mean, damn. I didn't think it was gonna be that perfect. Perfect fit. I mean, it looks good. Straight line hose, everything is straight. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this hose right here. So what we have to do, remember I told you, we're gonna have to turn this right here. So just kind of grab it. You don't got to manhandle it too bad, but you just wanted to give it as straight as you can to that end right there. So now this one is gonna go here. So of course we're gonna have to do some cutting, but first, let's go ahead and put the hose ends on and see how much we're gonna have to cut. Okay, so I think we'll cut, yeah, that much. And it's always, best to measure twice, cut once. But we just would rather not cut enough than to cut too much and not have it long enough. So we're gonna go about right here for this first shot. And if I do have to cut twice, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Oh man, I pulled that out. Don't do that. Don't be really rails on that try. Man, I don't know how hot it is where y'all at, man, but jeez, it's blazing here in Memphis, Tennessee. It is blazing. Yeah, I almost dropped something in my engine bay. That would have been bad. All right, so we're gonna go try this one more time, just to measure again, because like I said, best to get it right the first time, then, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try and cut that right there. Let's see if that'll be perfect. So, stand by for the cutting. So let's see what we got here. Put our ends back on. Hose ends back on. Test this in. Let's go this one first. Got that in. And we still got to cut some more. Oh, hold on. No, we don't. We're good to go. I could cut some more, but I just don't want to put it like too stressed, on the hoses or anything like that, you know what I mean? So we ready to rock and roll, you dig? Look at that. You see how quick that was? Didn't take long at all, long as you got the right tools. Like I said, I went with black for my catch cam because, my theme with my car is black and white. So I want the guts, the heart of the engine to be black coal, you dig? All right, guys, so you just see me install the oil catch cam on my 2019 Dodge Charger 392 Daytona. It's a real simple install. Like I said, all you gotta do is make sure you got the right tools. Make sure when you're cutting the actual braided line, or if you choose to go with the regular hose that you can get from them that's free, you have to pay extra for the braided line. So if you go with extra, make sure that you measure, like I said, measure twice, cut once. But me, I like to make sure that I don't cut too much and I can kind of ease my way into getting to the right size. I think what I got here is pretty good. As you can see right now with this video, all of the lines are going the way that they need to. Nothing is really taut or anything like that. Nothing is stressed or looks like any of the hoses are at a crazy angle or overworked. So if you have any questions about me installing this, anything that I used, wrench size, like I said, I used a half inch socket. If you have any questions about this install, hey, feel free to drop it down in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think about the oil catch can. If you've got one, how it's been working out for you as well. So, like I said before, if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and smash that like icon. We cannot keep this channel a secret, you dig? And also, like I said, for you guys that have subscribed already, we're like at 174, so I want to thank you dearly, like real talk, like from the heart. I want to thank you, each and every one of you guys. Push it out to your friends, you know what I mean? Tell them, just hit the subscribe button, help a brother out, you dig what I'm saying? Nah, just playing. But for real, like you guys, I really appreciate you, like seriously, because a lot of things have been coming about because of you guys. You guys been talking about it, you've been, sharing it and so forth and so on. I've been getting feedback from people. Amazing feedback. So I want to say, like I said, thank you from the bottom of my heart, like real talk. So this thing is going to definitely grow. We're starting to snowball right now, so the momentum is starting to pick up. I'm getting emails, phone calls, and stuff like that in regards to, joint ventures and opportunities. Major shout out to Will Chase Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Bartlett, Tennessee for everything that they've done, to get this channel moving and stuff like that, giving me the opportunity that they did, to go out there and review vehicles and stuff like that. So we're gonna have some more dope vehicles. So as always, it's your main man, Relly Rails, always 100, always solid. Click that merch down below, that merch link down there. You can get you some solid merch. So always 100, always solid. I'm gonna buy it.